Pilates, I don't take karate. I'm just running around with my shawty.
So Hunter and the design team came up with the concept of living lore, which is basically every game of Dawngate that you play, you will see kind of everything suffused with the lore. Like I said, from day zero, we've thought about this entire world and how it all works. The map that you're playing on, the Dawngate, there's this guy who built it named Idolus. There's a whole story behind it and why it's laid out the way that it is. The shapers in the game, many of them know each other from outside of the game. So the story.
So you're going to walk up to them in lane and they're going to be like, oh, hey, Jim,
yeah,
what's up?
That's exactly right. If they know each other. And if they're on the enemy team, they might actually talk a little bit of shit to you.
Oh, well,
or they might say, you know, oh, I'm sorry it has to be this way this time, but prepare to die. You know, so there are small touches like that that happen all over the place. And then to celebrate PAX East, we launched our webcomic, the Dawngate Chronicles. And that's been dropping 3 full pages a week for the last, well, since PAX, you know, so for a couple of months at this point. And all of that's been leading up to what we just turned on about 3-4 hours ago, which is the living lore. And so the way that this works is, again, we want to keep this separate from the gameplay so it doesn't block people. When you log into a game of Dawngate, you see this call to action, and there's a picture and a vote, or a picture and a vote, and you can just decide, I want it to go this way, or do I want it to go this way? And after that, every single game of Dawngate that you play is going to cast a vote into that bucket. So, and these are meaningful votes, right? This isn't what cereal does Raina eat for breakfast? This is, you know, does the North, you know, go in and treat with the merchant princes in the West and form a new alliance, or do they go over here to this abbey where a long lost friend was and possibly introduce a new shaper into the game, right? And that's kind of, I think, where it all comes together for what we're trying to do is no matter what the players do, their choices will then feed back into the game in the form of new content. So new shapers will come into the game, possibly cosmetic items, a new skin, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're participating in the story, you're actually affecting everything for everyone. If you don't care about it, it's no sweat off your back. You just take a vote.
I'm sending her west.
You got
Whichever game, whatever. Send her west.
Go west, young lady. Off you go, you know. But the idea is basically this is this kind of crowdsourced story that puts the players completely in charge and kind of turns Waystone Games into sort of, you know, dungeon masters of a campaign.
Yeah.
And we honestly, we don't know how the story is going to end. You know, Hunter says, like any good DM, we don't know how it's going to end. And that's kind of the compact that we're making with the players, is that you guys can take this anywhere. And inside the studio, we're beta testing story. We don't know where this is going, but let's do it. So.
Well, I think one of the greatest things we saw in that video that we started off with was that your team is happy people, hardworking people. I mean, happy people make fun games.
Cheers.
And it looks pretty fun. So when are we going to be able to get our hands on this? Obviously, people are already playing.
You can jump in now.
It's open now?
It's open now.
I can do this right now?
Believe
Hold on,
this.
let me just...
Believe this.
I'm going to
She's going to the box.
All right. You know what? I'm going to toss it over to social. I'm going to go download Dawngate. Is there anything else you want to tell the people?
No, just peace out. Thanks for playing. Come check us out.
All right, we're going to commercial, guys. We'll see you in a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the E3 2014 stream, coming to you through Twitch live. It is madness here. I am Elvis. I'm here with Andrew WK. We're at the social media table still. Standing here literally for, what, 6 hours now?
6, 7, 9, I don't remember anymore.
I can't feel my legs. I don't know what's going on. I'm surrounded by game hype everywhere. We're still reading your tweets. By the way, the hashtag, of course, is E3 Live. Keep sending them in. We're about to pour through a bunch of them, get some of your feedback on the thing. I guess for me, really quick, I just want to say I've been loving some of the announcements. You know, just even seeing Mass Effect 4. I feel like a lot of you out there. I saw a lot of belly aching with the E3 press conference or the EA press conference. And I was like, it was Mass Effect 4. You could at least see some of the development. It looked beautiful from what I saw. Mirror's Edge 2.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge 2. I got a little glimpse of Star Wars, you know, a little Battlefront 3. Yeah.
It's like, what does it take to please you people? Tell us in the hashtag.
Let us know. I think the answer might be coming up. It might be Far Cry. Is that it? They just want to see a little Far Cry, or yeah, maybe it will be Mass Effect. I don't know. What is it? Let us know right now. Hashtag E3 Live. We're going to go to you, and also blow us up in the chat.
Yes. So while we're waiting for your tweets to come in, because it takes a little bit there, and there it is. Oh, Phalanx, give me that shout out. Hi, man. Hello. Hashtag E3 Live. Phalanx, hello. How's it going? We're going to look to the chat. Here we go. Mirror's Edge 2. Yes, I'm seeing the man pumps there. Mankind giving the shout out. Good to see you guys. Thank you so very much for the love, guys.
And Fallout 4 blowing up as well. I believe that's something people are looking forward to. I believe we got a tweet in also about something that someone's looking forward to, the Nintendo press conference tomorrow, correct? They are still looking forward to that, really excited. I'm glad that people are still really, really hyped. Like, they haven't seen enough games yet. They're just like, I want more. Give me more video games all day. That's how I am. Give me all the games you got.
Yeah.
I know some people I think I saw that were like, oh, another MOBA, right? We got another MOBA. That is awesome to me. Bring me more MOBAs. You know what happens when you get one game? You get no options.
That's right.
Make 30 MOBAs, right?
That's right. It's like 1984 stuff. It's like, here's the MOBA you're going to play. Options are always a great thing. Look, Fallout 4 just spamming.
Oh, there it is.
All over this. Yeah, absolutely. So
Half-Life 3, of course. Of course, we talked about that earlier, right? We were talking with Valve. Oh, that's for sure. Half-Life 3.
I've played through half of it already. It's not that big of a deal.
Don't worry, guys. I told them to shelf it for a while.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do that.
Okay, yeah. And the Last Guardian, because we got that Sony press conference coming up. Let it happen. Come on. Like, how many years do we have to wait here?
If you don't get Last Guardian, I'm going to have to console DJ Wheat for the next, month or two, not getting Battletoads. He's been crying in the back at the table the entire time. So
yeah, they kind of like the rumors swirling around, and I would love to see a new Battletoads, absolutely.
Me too.
That's, but let's take a quick look at some of the tweets coming in. So we got new results. And there's a quick update on that. Just to let you guys know, I see a tweet here from I Mean What I Say. Let me try and get it here. We are just so busy here. Okay. Yeah, because I think what we're going to do, we're just going to try, we're going to go through some of the tweets, because we just want to cover as many tweets as we possibly can. But we got it full screen here, so here's a tweet from I Mean What I Say. He just says, Hotline Miami 2, E3 Live. The interview did happen. Dennis Whedon from Dennaton Games was here, and I had the pleasure of interviewing him. Dude is so awesome. We talked about Hotline Miami 2, and I believe it's been revealed what the new exclusive content is for that game. I feel like I still can't really talk about it here, like on our cast. It's ironic, but that will be coming later, I think towards the end of our broadcast. So definitely stick around for that. That's like a bonus round content. See here, them digging back into the tweets. Fallout 4 would make us happy. Please. Yep.
Yeah, it seems pretty much across the board. Bethesda, please, Bethesda.
I know. People just dying for like that one game. Everybody's got that one game. Like last night I was in the Twitch chat. There was one guy that was just like, when is Sims 4 going to be announced? So
I'm actually excited about this tweet here. Man is looking great. For those of you that don't know, this guy has been deathly ill for 2 weeks, willed himself back to health for E3. What were you doing? Were you just like, I must play games?
It's been a lot of hacking of mucus and other disgusting things I probably shouldn't talk about on this cast. But stifling the coughs back, and I can only hope that I didn't just inoculate the entire staff here working on the show. But I am soldiering on.
So I shouldn't have eaten your sandwich, is what you're telling me.
No, nor sipped out of my straw either, because we've just been inseparable here at the social media table all day long. Because basically we're chained to the table here, but that's neither here nor there. Let's take a look at a few more tweets. We got something up here.
Yes, of course. I think people might be referring to, they're saying the day the internet can't go fast enough. But here's another one, too.
Yeah, I think that'll do there. Here's hoping we get some any news about The Last Guardian from PlayStation, other than it's still in development. I am with you on that. John Plemons, we are with you on The Last Guardian. Shadow of the Colossus, Eco.
Oh my gosh, please.
Please just let it happen. I would love to know, they could make like probably an amazing documentary on that whole story, because like Fumito Ueda, I don't know what happened there, the breakdown. Apparently he's like still contracted to work on the game, but he's not employed with Sony. I don't even know, but just give us the game already.
Just make it happen. Thank you, please.
Yes. So, let me get back in here. See, I feel I'm above this. Like this whole like talking and then also controlling the laptop. This is
too complicated for us.
unbelievable. Like, here we go. We have 138 new results.
Gosh, you guys are blowing it up right now. Again, hashtag E3 Live if you want to get a hold of us here. We'll be checking out tweets and we'll be checking out the chat too from time to time.
Yes, getting your feedback.
I know that a lot of people were actually really excited. They're trying to get that demo on PS4 right now, but everyone can't get the hold of the beta keys.
I wish I had any information on that. I've just been over here kind of reading through the tweets. But yeah, were they saying like PlayStation Network was down or something?
No, I'm not sure. I know that everyone's like hardline, hardline, hardline. It's kind of cool actually to still see like a lot of people really excited for it. I would say that there's been a lot of positivity for hardline overall, and I do like the aspect, you know, the whole cops and robbers thing. There's a little bit more there, I guess. Sometimes it's always fun to be the bad guy, right? And one that's also a little bit more grounded in reality. There are these people that, well, not that
These people.
These people. Oh, no, I'm in trouble. Oh, gosh. All right. What? Yeah, I'm cut? I'm gone?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
no, you're good.
Yeah, so of course it's something that's a little bit more grounded in reality, and you can be this criminal that just kind of like runs around. Of course, you can do that kind of stuff in other games as well, but this is kind of like one where it's just like you're right to the action. That's where you want to be, right?
Yeah.
In the action.
Absolutely.
So.
I think it looks great. I mean, you know, it's not my personal thing, but I can totally understand why people would enjoy it. It looks very fun. Just one last one here I'm going to touch on. I just grabbed this randomly, and then we're going to cut to a quick commercial. This is from Magnus Jansen. He says, The Last of Us 2, E3 Live, PlayStation E3. I don't even know how I feel about that. Honestly, The Last of Us is one of those like experiences I feel like I wouldn't want to see it become like a series that just kind of stretches out and, you know, they kind of keep revisiting it. But
Yeah, you're exactly right. Sometimes, like, that's all. I just wanted that encapsulated in that one time. Don't expand it anymore, because then you might change what was right about it, you know?
it was such a cohesive, just like beautiful experience. Like even when they announced the DLC, I was like, I don't know. I'm weird though. So
I can confirm that. Thank
yeah, you might already know that if you watch my broadcast, twitch.tv/manversusgame. I believe we were ready to cut to a commercial though. So
I think we might be sending it over to Swiftor for a quick little...
it's totally a commercial.
Okay, it's
See this
totally a
guy?
commercial.
He's right here. He's like, no, you're
Okay.
going to commercial.
Whatever. You got voices in your head.
That's right.
I got one too.
They tell me where to go. So we're going to cut to commercial. So stick around, guys. We will be coming back with Swifter. Has some exclusive. He's going to have an exclusive look at some awesome game footage right after
I believe
this.
it's going to be The Witcher 3.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Swiftor, and I have the extreme pleasure of being here with John, executive producer of The Witcher 3. My mind is blown. I have to fight for this segment, guys. I'm so excited. So, John, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
And I'm really excited to see it. I loved the trailer earlier today, and I have so many questions for you. But first thing, we're going to check out some gameplay, right?
Yeah, let's
just
check
get
it
right
out.
into it. Yeah. All right.
Once we were many. Now we are few. Hunters, killers of the world's filth. Witchers, the ultimate killing machines. Among us, a legend. The one they call Geralt of Rivia, the White Wolf. We meet again, Witcher. Your Imperial Majesty. She's returned, Geralt. After all these years. Are you sure it's her? Yes. And she's in danger. Witnesses claim the Wild Hunt follows her. You must find her. And when I do, what then? I shall give her what she deserves. White Wolf, at last. I come for her of the prophecy. Every decision you make will bring devastation. Each choice will lead to a greater evil.
All right, and that was a great trailer that we intentionally went into. Absolutely. Wow. So I do have a few questions about the trailer if you want to take them. So, I mean, well, first of all, did anyone else's jaw just drop when he, like, Geralt had, like decapitated that dude?
Yeah, man, we added dismemberment to the Witcher 3, so, you know, a lot of characters be cut in half, and heads going to be cut off, and arms are going to be severed, so it's going to be really cool, yeah.
Yes. And we also saw Geralt, like, do some underwater work there. So, I mean, how much of that we're going to see in the game?
It's quite a lot, you know. It's a big open-world game, so you can go underwater a lot and do treasure hunting and do quests and do combat underwater. So it's gonna be pretty big, pretty intensive.
How will the combat underwater work? I mean, like, can you tell me about it, or is that, like, top secret?
Yeah, let's you know, there's going to be some ranged combat, and there's going to be some melee combat, so it's going to feel good. It's going to look good. It's going to feel good. It's going to be really interesting and really fit into the storyline really well, too.
Right on. So are we ready to go into the gameplay, the actual gameplay?
I don't know. Are you guys ready?
Are we ready, guys? Can we get some gameplay on the screen? Yeah, let's bring it on. Any moment now. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. It's a great opening scene.
Okay, I don't hear any audio.
Oh yeah, where's the game audio, guys? I mean, Geralt is really sexy, but I need some audio. Cool. Oh, there we go. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so this is basically sort of a minor quest in the game. It's called Griffin Hunt. You found a contract, or you met somebody, and you got a contract to go hunt a griffin. In fact, and it's Griffin, so it's kind of a normal monster type griffin. There's like more kind of different kinds of griffins as well. So
I see a lot of the old signs for his powers are back, right?
Yeah, he's got all the same powers back. The powers are basically the same signs, but they're more. You can level them up, and there are alternate signs now for each power type. So, and most of the alternates are kind of area of effect powers, and of course they get more and more powerful through the game if you build that side of your character up.
Very cool. And before we started, you were talking a little bit about the crafting. So now that he's on this hunt, so we're in an open world right now, and this is not the main story. This is a side quest that we're doing, right?
Yeah. So we're hunting this griffin, and we're using this Witcher senses a lot. And so Witcher senses are kind of cool. It's like you go into this mode and you can see sound clues. So if you have a little sound clue in red, you know that's going to be an opponent. And you can see blood trails and things like that. And in the lore, the Witchers had these sort of extra sort of abilities, these sort of stronger senses and perceptions, and they can see things better in the world than most common men. And that's because they're basically mutated from birth. They're humans kind of mutated from birth to be monster hunters. So they get all these skills and these magical abilities just to be able to kill monsters as contracts for people. So they go around killing monsters for money.
can you tell us a little bit more about just like the lore of The Witcher? So this is the third game in the series. I mean, what's kind of like just a bit like what's the story so far for this man?
So this is Geralt of Rivia, and so there's these Witchers are a cast of these monster killers, and by this age, by this period, they're kind of dying off, and he's one of the last ones. But he's supposed to be, the most badass of all of them, basically. So it's about him and his story.
The last of the badasses.
Pretty much. There's more Witchers that are going to show up in this game, but he's renowned to be the sort of the toughest and best of them.
So who are we running into right now? Are these bandits or?
So it's kind of a random combat encounter, and you were chasing that griffin, but along the way you run into these guys that they're attacking a merchant, and they're getting ready to attack this hut. This hut is where an herbalist lives. So you can choose to go in and you can fight these guys and take them down, which is what we're trying to do here.
Now this is some pretty slick combat. It's almost like we have a pro gamer doing this gameplay for us.
Yeah, it's Luke Knack. He's a pro gamer, pro Counter-Strike gamer, and
champion, right?
World champion Counter-Strike player, and he's one of our gameplay analysts at the studio, and so we want somebody to actually play demos for us. We get Lucas because we know he's going to kick everybody's ass. So
I need Lucas to decapitate this guy right now, or like chop off an arm or a leg. Come on, Lucas, I believe in you.
He's got to set it up for the decap. Let's see if he can pull it off. Might just kill him.
There we go. It's all right. Just finish him if you need to. Oh.
Yeah.
Get him.
So there, he stunned him.
Ah.
Up, and he killed him with a bow.
Oh, he's still crawling away?
No
I like
decap
that.
there.
I love how they just don't fall to the ground. They're just like trying to crawl away for their lives. And oh, is he still alive? That's awesome.
You can come out.
So this is like storytelling here. You kind of break when you have a sequence like this, you break it to a dialogue sequence, and then you get lots of choices for dialogue, and that, depending on how you choose things, it can unlock other kinds of quests in the game.
Tracking a griffin.
So this is a character you meet, and now since you've basically taken care of these scumbags that are trying to take her hut down, you can go back to her, and she'll sell you potions and potion ingredients and so forth at lower prices. And
can't she repay us in any other ways?
Sorry?
Can't she repay us in any other ways?
Maybe.
I'm just referring to, I guess in previous games, Geralt had a reputation for being very fond of the ladies. Is there
yeah, the ladies are usually more fond of Geralt, so it doesn't have any problem at all getting women somehow. And yeah, there's gonna be sex sequences in the game, but tasteful.
Tasteful, of course.
Yeah,
of course. That's the only way Geralt knows how to do it.
Yeah, we're trying to do mature storytelling, and when you're grown up, you have sex. So that's something that just makes the world more believable, more real for us.
Right. It's about respecting the gamers too, right? So we're still on the hunt for this griffin, right?
Yeah, this is kind of a cool area. It shows you how big the world is when you get up to this vista. And everything you can see in the world, you can actually travel to, and you can go on foot. And in The Witcher 3, we introduce mounted riding, so horseback riding, and there's also going to be mounted combat. So you can use sword. You can fight swords from horse, and you can use that crossbow that we've added to the game also from horseback.
So let's go into the weapons. On his back, I see his two swords. So he has like the silver sword and his like regular sword.
Yeah,
and he's got something new, right?
So right here he pulls out still sword. And this is sort of the final sort of combat encounter with this griffin, if you can kill him. So Lucas is basically trying to take him down.
Yeah, Lucas. Show him his boss. Oh. You can almost feel the power of that griffin when it stomps towards you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to hear that stuff. Sound design is really fun to do in the game.
And these encounters can get pretty insane, right? I mean, this griffin's huge, but do they get bigger than this? Can you tell me?
They can get bigger than this, yeah. We can't really talk about all the monsters that are... It's kind of a spoiler to talk about all the monsters, but you saw a lot of stuff in the trailer, and so you fight all those monsters, obviously, and there's a lot more. I think it's like, I don't know, 70 different kinds of monsters in the game, something like that. So yeah, there's the silver sword, and the silver sword's used against sort of monsters usually and magical creatures, so... So yeah, that was a quest, and one of the things you had to do is like take the griffin's head. So that's a trophy. Now you take that back, and you probably get some other reward for it. And now he's going to Novigrad, and that's what we're really introducing is a big city that you can have like sort of main storyline side quest in as well. So
So again, the entire world is open, right? I can go on these hunts, I can continue on the storyline and take a break and go and do these side quests. Awesome. So that looked amazing.
Did they catch us and all that?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So I have some questions. Now, with the third weapon we didn't get to was that crossbow on his back.
Yeah, crossbow. There's like some small reference in the books to using a Gabriel crossbow, and we needed to add something in the game for some ranged combat because mostly the majority of the game is sword combat because he's a master swordsman. That's the focus of our combat team. Focus of our animation team is to make really fluid combat system for swords. But given the flying creatures, the harpies and the griffin and other flying creatures, we needed some kind of ranged way to take them down. So we added this crossbow in there, and it's a mini crossbow that you can actually fit on his back, and you can actually probably do upgrades of the crossbow as well.
Now, if I wanted to, or like, is the game balanced in a way where I just could not use the crossbow the entire game? Could I just like let this crossbow carry me and just make it like a ranged Witcher, or is that just not
I guess.
fly?
It might be some crappy balancing if you do it like that, but we'll see. I'm sure there are some players that are going to try to go through the crossbow, and I think that they might find it a hard time if they can't find enough bolts to actually,
Yeah, make it a challenge. That'd be a fun one.
Yeah.
And how about the crafting? So you showed like the powers, but how about the crafting? So
Crafting is cool. You can basically upgrade all of Geralt's armor and weapons and so forth. And the way crafting works is there are crafters in the world. You don't do it yourself. You have to go find a crafter and there are different levels of crafter. Like there's master and grandmaster crafters, and you have to pay them money to actually upgrade your gear and so forth.
Now, where do I find the materials? Is this just on quest? Do I go out into like the forest and the world, and I'm like looking for certain beasts to kind of like collect those materials?
Yeah, certain monsters drop certain materials that you can use to go craft your weapons and upgrade your armor and so forth.
Very neat. Now, how about Geralt and his look? So now he's got that badass beard. I mean, was that just like the definite look you were looking for? Did you grapple with some other looks for Geralt?
We want to get close to The Witcher 2 Geralt because it's a recognizable character now. But we added the beard. The game takes place about 3 months after Witcher 2, in fact. So it's like some progress there in how he's like aged. He's not really aged that much, but so we grew a beard, making it a little more scruffy. And we knew from the beginning we wanted to add a beard to the character, and a lot of the time has been like focused on.
All right,
sorry.
Guys, oh yeah, sorry. Yep. So how about the sorry guys. So I have to play The Witcher 1 and 2. Like, for me to really enjoy Witcher 3, should I have gone through Witcher 1 and 2, or could I just jump right